Hi, my name is Kristine Brassard, and starting in January, I started an internship at Berry Dunn. Just some basic information on Berry Dunn. Berry Dunn is located in the Old Port, more specifically 100 Middle Street, Portland, Maine. Berry Dunn is a local firm that specializes in many different fields, including tax, auditing, wealth management, consulting, among others. Berry Dunn has other locations around the East Coast as well that include Bangor, Manchester, and Charlotte, West Virginia. During my time at Berry Dunn, I worked in their tax group as a tax intern. Training week started on January 6th, and it lasted the entire week. A full 40 hours of training. I can't lie, it's overwhelming, but don't panic. It gets easier, and to really learn the programs, you have to work with them a lot. Just keep practicing every chance you get. Berry Dunn uses a lot of different programs in its daily business, and as an intern, you won't use all of them. Luckily, not all these programs will look different. For example, you'll use Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Office, but there will be some that I'm willing to bet will be completely new to you, such as ProFX, XCM, and Caseware. Just as a quick review, we'll go over those three, just so you can have an idea of what you'll be working with. Caseware is used by Berry Dunn to collect and store clients' data year to year. As an intern, you'll use it on a daily basis. Caseware essentially collects and sorts all the data you'll be using on the tax return. Any information you're going to use from the return will be found in Caseware. ProFX. ProFX will be your best friend. It takes all the information you've collected in Caseware and it puts it into the return. That said, there will be some information that needs to be entered manually, and this can get complicated. But like I said, the more you work with this program, the easier it'll be to see where things need to be corrected or where things need to be added. Now, XCM. XCM you'll use every day that you work to find assignments. It's essential that all assignments are taken as a first-come, first-served basis. It's the polite way to work. With that, XCM can also be used to move tasks, ask questions, and search for prior year returns. If these programs are new to you, I can't stress enough that learning these programs takes time. And as a hint, during those first few weeks, and especially during training, be sure to ask as many questions as possible. In my experience, you're going to need to hear things a few times before they really sink in. And also consider that as busy season starts and keep getting going, the people around you aren't going to have time to answer as many questions as they do early on. Above all, don't get discouraged with these programs. Now, I worked on a number of different returns while at Berry Dunn that included individuals, fiduciaries, corporations, S-corporations, and not-for-profits. I also assisted in a number of research projects, and more importantly, I was chosen to do extensions, and I did a lot of them. As an intern, you work on a lot of different projects, and that's really cool, but it seems to work out that you'll end up specializing in something or get very familiar with a certain type of return. Mine were the individual returns, and I worked on 39 of them. They became my favorite type of return by the end of the internship. This breaks down the number of returns and projects I worked on at Berry Dunn. As you can see, I worked on 40 extensions, 17 partnerships, 8 S corporations, 3 C corporations, 2 not-for-profits, 39 individual returns, 9 fiduciaries, which were trusts, and 2 research projects. Looking back, I can't say enough of how welcoming Berry Dunn was to me and to the rest of the interns. They really went out of their way to welcome us and to encourage us and to relate to us. Many of them were interns themselves, and they understood how hard that first tax season will be. And just having someone who understood how hard it was transitioning meant the world to me especially. And as a side note, even if you aren't sold on public accounting, don't rule out a tax internship. An internship is just 4 months, but think of an opportunity to test the waters of a field before committing to an actual job. Trust me, taking that opportunity is worth it if you have it. There are very few experiences that compare to a tax season.